Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the science fiction thriller film, The Signal. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. 3 MIT students, Jonah, Nick, and Haley, are traveling to California to bring Haley there. This choice puts Nick's relationship with Haley under pressure. Nick uses forearm crutches to walk, and although it is never explicitly stated, it is possible that he has muscular dystrophy, multiple sclerosis, or another degenerative condition. Haley thinks Nick is pulling away from her, but Nick says he doesn't want her disability to limit her. Nick and Jonah learn that a hacker dubbed Nomad, who almost had them expelled for stealing into MIT systems, has discovered their whereabouts and is teasing them with bizarre and unsettling emails while they are staying at a hotel. They decide to pursue Nomad after tracking him to an abandoned home in the middle of Nevada. Nick and Jonah hear Haley scream and rush outside after checking the home but finding nothing, only to see Haley being pulled into the sky and then both of them vanishing into a white light. The head of the transition group, Dr. Wallace Damon, questions Nick when he awakens in a weird and sterile underground research facility with the number 2.3.5.41 tattooed on his arm. Dr. Wallace Damon is in charge of assisting Nick in adjusting to his peculiar circumstances. Nick is informed by Damon that the object they came across close to the house was an EBE, or extraterrestrial biological entity. Nick's level of disbelief has not changed. Then Dr. Damon plays Nick's video footage for him, pausing as he spots an extraterrestrial visage looking out from behind a tree. Nick is brought to his room, where he overhears Jonah expressing, his body feels weird to him through a small wall vent. Nick also observes that his once weak but still usable legs are now completely numb. Nick tries to gather details on Haley's condition, who is at the time in a coma, when Dr. Damon questions him once more, but he is unsuccessful. A security alarm sounds after an odd experiment on a cow is conducted in another area of the building, and Nick and other staff members arrive to see enormous dents and scorch marks going across the walls but no sign of Jonah. Nick queries Damon about Jonah's whereabouts, but Damon replies that Jonah was never found in the residence. As his agitation grows, Nick makes an attempt to free Haley but is stopped. He is surprised to find that his legs have been removed and replaced with prosthetics made of extraterrestrial technology after being restrained. Nick then breaks Haley and himself out of the building using these superhuman arms, only to find himself and Haley in the middle of a huge, desolate desert. Nick and Haley steal an 18-wheeler truck after hitching a ride with an elderly woman who appears lovely but weirdly unhappy in order to try to locate a route around the canyon that spans around the plant and the surrounding area. They run into Jonah at a visitor's center, dressed as a facility employee and wearing a white hazmat suit. As his forearms and hands have been replaced with the same alien technology as Nick's legs, Jonah admits that he, too, had limbs amputated. Because they both have the same tattooed number, which adds up to 51, Jonah surmises that they are in Area 51 and that this entire situation is a test. The group approaches a military roadblock after Nick notices signs of extraterrestrial technology also implanted in Haley's spine. The facility staff open fire on Jonah, disabling his ability to view the computer clearly and stopping him from hacking into their computer system. His spectacles are also damaged. As the mortally wounded Jonah gets ready for his last defense, which will let Nick and Haley escape, Nick and Jonah embrace. Jonah defeats the squad of soldiers by using his remaining power in his artificial alien arms. Nick and Haley's escape is short-lived, though, as they encounter Damon and his military personnel who blow off the truck's tires as they approach the sole bridge that could cross the canyon and lead them to the outside world. Knowing that Nick has mastered the use of his legs, Damon informs Nick, "You can't reach her." Haley is transported by helicopter beyond the canyon. Nick discovers that Damon is Nomad, Damon spelt backwards, after hearing a loud horn coming from the sky. Then, Damon says that this was his fault and that Nick was the perfect integration of human will and alien technology, adding that Nick had come looking for him. Our best accomplishment. With his bionic legs, Nick can dash over the bridge at supersonic speed until he encounters an imaginary barrier and breaks through when agitated and emotionally depleted. Nick is in what appears to be a different, more expansive outside building. The Earth-like environment contained within the canyon metropolis known as Area 51 is visible through the damaged barrier housed within it. He sees Damon approach, take off his helmet, and reveal that he is actually a robotic alien with only a human-like face as he peers through the hole towards the bridge. Nick turns around and looks through the glass at the stars and the universe. He comes to the realization that he is not in a government building but rather on a massive alien spacecraft with the identification number 2.3.5.41, which corresponds to the number tattooed on his arm, that is about to dock at their home planet as indicated by the horn. The entire spacecraft is seen in the final zoom-out image, complete with a parabolic sun shield on top and a sizable alien city with skyscrapers pointing away from the alien sun. Another, comparable city ship can be seen off in the distance. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.